4-year-olds aren't exactly known for great impulse control or the ability to focus on much of anything for any length of time.
I moved here from Chicago. I love school because there's a lot of things you can learn. And Mom, I was like yelling for Mom, but she was in the bathroom.
But imagine learning to tame our wandering brains, control our negative emotions, and practice compassion even before the rigors of kindergarten. UW-Madison neuroscientist Dr. Richard Davidson says it's one of the 3 critical periods when the brain experiences a sort of developmental growth spurt.
The brain is more plastic earlier in life. It is more amenable to change. And in the early period of life, in the first 2 decades, there are basically 3 major periods of increased plasticity. One is right around birth, the second is right around the onset of schooling, and the third is right around puberty.
Davidson's work is followed by religious leaders and academics alike. In 2006, he was even named by Time magazine one of the top 100 most influential people in the world.
We certainly have some conjectures about what a healthy mind is. It's a mind that is resilient. It's a mind that is optimistic. It is a mind that is able to focus their attention and be present.
Can you really rewire your brain so the default setting is no longer one that ruminates on problems? Can a person who is easily discouraged become lighter and more positive? Davidson says yes. A healthy mind is a mind that is trained to behave with calm and hopefulness.
Most people don't think of well-being as a skill or happiness as a skill, but actually all of the evidence that we and other scientists have been accruing over the last number of years leads us inevitably to this conclusion. If we practice at it, we'll actually get better, and it's fundamentally no different than learning how to play a violin or learning to play sports. If you practice, you will get better.
So Davidson and his team developed mind exercises for young children and studied the impact of what's called the kindness curriculum.
What the kindness curriculum is, it's a way of teaching young children to be mindful and be in the moment of their feelings and understanding other people's feelings and being empathetic to their peers and adults.
Those kids who went through the kindness curriculum training showed improvements in their pro-social behavior, as teachers observed in the classroom, greater improvements compared to the control group.
The research also showed that their test scores for the kids from 4K into kindergarten, that their test scores were actually higher than the kids that were in the control group.
In just 12 weeks, preschoolers were taught how to stay in the moment, focus better, and calm their minds in times of anxiety or conflict by learning deep breathing techniques.
We were given books and materials to go along with the books to help implement the program. So things like the pinwheels, the belly buddies, the rocks they place on their bellies when they're breathing in and out, and the mind jars that they use to help breathe and calm them.
Lucas Chacon's preschool class was taught the kindness curriculum, and Lucas uses his breathing techniques in times of trouble.
Sometimes I do different things to calm myself down, like saying sorry or something, or I play, or I read a book.
Lucas's mom hears him using his breathing techniques at home.
We've heard Lucas use his breathing after I sent him to his room after a tantrum, but it's very interesting to watch how the kids actually took this and use it in their daily lives.
The preschool teachers back at Lucas's school say they believe in the kindness curriculum and have continued to use it, though the study is long over.
When they asked us to be part of the research study, I saw a noticeable difference immediately with the students and how they were interacting with one another.
Through this program, we've taught them to understand their feelings and how to handle really strong feelings and what to do with that.
We're teaching them how to care for one another and what it looks like and what it means and what kind of language we use, because a healthy mind is just important as a healthy body.
If you are not mindful and aware of your strong feelings, you're not going to be healthy. And I don't think you can be a whole, healthy person unless you're being mindful of yourself.
Don't we all wish we would have learned these things? Here's to the future, a generation mindful, kind, and focused. This segment of The Good Life is brought to you by Group Health Trust, your partner in health.